His snoring is so loud, and so is my car. Sorry about all this. And the interruption, sorry about that too. When I put this in iMovie, if and when I do, if and when I choose not to delete this, it's gonna be along a clip, and so combining those two, part 1, part 2, into one in iMovie, I don't want it to overheat my computer when I like download it, save it to my desktop. And me saying that, it just oomps up the potential that that can happen because I'm wasting time. I'm not saying anything, like right now. But okay. So, I guess the tornado was where I was. Yeah, so I forgot my meds. And, I've talked to my boo about this a little bit. Like, am I addicted? That was a big concern. And it was a hard thing in our relationship, just trying to solve that problem, and me trying to figure out where I'm at with that. With my medications, I take things for ADD/anxiety and mood and antipsychotics. So sleep meds, and then morning meds, ADD, and a mood thing. So that's another thing, more in depth, more another time. So just the way that I feel without it, I don't feel me. And when I confided in, that was their concern. Like, do you feel like you need them? And I'm still trying to figure that out. Yesterday on my way home, like, I'm so weird. I'll be in the car, and I don't know if I'm talking to myself or God or both of us at the same time. I don't know. Sometimes it's an intentional prayer. Sometimes I'm just talking, and then I just, like, address Him, God, whoever He is or wherever He is. I'm very vague about that stuff. I'm broad. I'm not specific in a certain belief. But anyway, the higher power, right? I think I believe in Christ, but again, that's another thing. I don't even know where I'm going with this, guys. This is why I need meds. But no, okay, on the way home from work, I was like, I think I forgot my meds, I think I forgot my meds, I think I forgot my meds. On my way to work, I had those same thoughts, and I was like, I bet because my day really sucked, sounds terrible, but because it really sucked, I bet that when I go home and when I check my top drawer, that thing of meds, that little capsule is still there. I bet it's still there. And it was. But on the way home, I was like back and forth, and I was talking really, really fast, and I was just like, so this is my day, this is what happened, this is how I'm feeling, And I was like, I don't need meds. And I was just like, I bet I didn't take them. I felt so off. And that was only one day without. And it could be a side effect. It could be some form of addiction with that type of medication. I'm not sure, and I am too scared to find out because I don't know. It's really helped. That's the thing. I'm learning that medication, he's so loud, he's so cute though. It really does help, but I'm just trying to figure out what I do and do not need. I know that antidepressants don't help, they make things worse. I have never been treated for my depression, and I also have bipolar. So I was diagnosed first with major depression, and then I have bipolar as well. So I really do feel a lot of that depression though still. And then the bipolar is a rapid cycler. That's me. So it's up and down throughout the day. 1 minute happy, the next I'm so down, so low that I just, so I don't want this to be like a whiny thing again. That's what it's starting to turn into, just like the last thing is starting to turn into like a crying thing. But I don't know how long this is going to be either. 22 minutes. I think I got here at like 6, right? I don't really know. I'm playing with my bangs and playing with this part of my hair at the same time with different hands. I've never done that before. I caught that on camera. But, so yeah, off day yesterday, my brother leaving, and today being a really, really good A day. The Utah trip was great. Today, though, I just felt so good. I didn't make a work mistake. That happens. It happens to everybody. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has mistakes. But I feel so poopy inside. Like, I feel like shit. And I feel really bad. And I feel like I've been a burden on people. Like, my team lead, you have to go to her for problems. And I feel like every other day I have at least one problem. And I don't want to annoy her. But I have to tell her, or else that can create another bigger problem. So it's basically a job with mail, with finances, with checks. You have to match things up. You don't want there to be a breach. You're scanning, you're printing, you're doing all kinds of computer work, and you have to get things right. And my job, what I do for my work, it's not that complicated, but I mean, I'm so used to it, so other people who don't know how to do it may be confused, just like how I am regarding their thing that they do that I have no clue. Like, it's in one ear, out the other. It's over my head. Like, I observe and I'm confused. I can't process. I can't learn as fast as them, or so I think. But it isn't that hard of a job. But still, today there was no mistakes. There was a lot for me to do. Yesterday there wasn't, so I had to do something else that's kind of like on the side, like something that I was cross-trained on. And Keely's gone. Keely was like my homie G, and I never say that. But she was just so cool, and she's quite a bit older than me, like by 10 years, which isn't like terribly old. But, you know, we were just so close, so fast, and we just had a connection, and I'm so glad that she trained me, or else I probably wouldn't have talked to her even, because I become a lot more introverted, and my anxiety has just been so bad that I just seem shy, or I seem a lot more shy than I usually am. Naturally, that's just kind of how I come across sometimes, just because I'm more soft-spoken. I mean, I can talk a lot, but I have to get there, you know? So, like, I can be comfortable and confident and friendly, but it might take a while. And with Keely, she's now in Utah in Maskville with asthma, so hopefully that's all okay. And eventually I'm going to tell you about my channel. Like I told you, but I didn't tell you because you don't know my channel name, so you're not here right now. Not yet. But anyway, she's just really cool. She moved for a change for herself, and I'm so glad. You know, just good things are going to happen. And I do have Christy still. I got Morgan still. The other people, it's like I know of, or I've talked like very briefly. Like there's this other kid, he's hilarious and he talks too much, you know. So there's people like I dip my toe into conversation with them. It's not like it's me and Keely where it's like it's deep, it's real, it's raw, it's like intense. It's a good intense, if that makes sense. So sadly she's not there anymore, but the good part is because of that, the only good part on my end, like I don't like her being gone, because the workday just isn't as fun or interesting, you know? There isn't someone that I can go whine to or say something random to. And he totally just farted. But the only good part is that I can get a lot more done. Like, hella done. I can get my numbers up there because I don't feel like I'm going to that person. You know what I mean? Like, it was so much fun. And she's been gone. This is only day 2 of her being gone, technically. Tuesday was when we said goodbye last week. And then Wednesday through Friday, I was gone from work. I had those days off because of my trip. I got those days off. And then her last day was Friday. So I missed her last day, but we did pictures. We said our goodbyes, all cute, on Tuesday after work. And so this is day 2 of her being gone, officially. So I'm going to have to go see her in Utah. My parents, I talked to them about this. My parents are going to allow that if I want to do it still. If I get the money, find the time, you know, I can make a Utah trip. Even with the coronavirus the way it is, it's a possibility in the future. We'll see. Of course, if the coronavirus gets worse, if whatever, I don't know, but I could see family, and that was a part of why we did the Utah trip, to spend time with Dakota before he left for the rest of his 2-year church adventure, I guess you could say, and to see family, and to hike, and get outside, and have fun, and hang out, and watch a lot of HGTV in the hotel room, because HGTV is just great. And I still feel a little bit off, though, because I think it's a side effect, like a symptom of not taking my meds yesterday. I got the other ones, you know, like I had my sleep meds, I had a good sleep, and then I took my, the other thing, it's Strattera, which helps with my anxiety too, and that goes in a shake because it's a capsule, I can't chew it, but I forgot my drawer, I forgot about my drawer. But anyway, I don't really know what I said. I know what I said. I said a whole lot of nothing. I talked about my trip and work and an off day and a good day and my brother leaving. I sent him an email and I was like, my heart, you know, and I also did a little post. I did not tag him. No, I did not. He asked not to be tagged anymore. He was okay with that at first, but then he was like, these people keep tagging me. You know, my friends that I made in Africa, they keep tagging me, and I don't like it, and I untag myself, you know, so he's not into Facebook, but he got it basically because of what he's doing right now, especially because everything has really gone remote, so it really helps to have those connections. So, I didn't cry, I did tear up though. We hugged a lot. I would hug him, go do something, and then come back for another hug, you know. And I did see him this morning, so that was really good. And I made him his last shake. He loves my shakes. It's just strawberry, blueberry, banana, orange juice. He loves them, so that makes me really happy. And I won't be able to make him one for a long ass time, but I would always save a part of my shake for him. Not like a part of my shake, because my shake has Strattera in it and migraine meds, which I don't think he would like. But I would just save some in the fridge, and got some of that this morning, and just glad I could see him go. Couldn't be there at the airport because of work, and I can't be late anymore, but yeah, we watched some regular show yesterday. That was funny. We did that a little bit last night, and then we just had this party thing in our backyard at our house. Groups would come, like, spaced apart from each other, or that was the plan anyway. It was like a schedule, like, you come from 6 to 6:15, next group is going to come 6:15 to 6:30, next group, so on. It would add up to like 2 hours, so we started with family, and then we ended with friends, like from church and stuff, and we haven't been in this area that long, and the coronavirus, it makes it seem like we're still so new, because, I mean, it's the coronavirus, like, everyone's away from everyone, but the people would always come, like, at the same time. Like, there would be a long gap, they would be late, they would text or call saying we're going to be late, and then everybody's there. So that was kind of funny, and I felt really awkward. I had to go in for the last bit. It was like, I couldn't do it. It was like 10 to 7, it was like 6:50, and I was almost there, and it was almost over, and the last people were almost gone, but I was just like, hey Mom, I'm going to go inside, and I think she understood. I think she caught my drift. Like, anxiety's just a lot. There were a lot of people by the end, so I was just kind of wiped out, and then I slowly saw people leaving, and I was like, I think this is time for me to go, you know, and I was trying to work on a little note to Dakota. I wrote him a letter, and that's what we did for when he left for Africa too, and on the plane to California, he read them all. I know it. Just imagining that makes me so happy. So I worked on that a little bit, did that last night, and I hope he keeps it forever, and I'm excited to add to his missionary binder. That was really fun to make, and now he's going to have a California one. So instead of elephants on his binder, we're probably going to do a bear. I think that's what he said. So, but anyway, there's more I want to say, but I don't want this to get too long. I could just break it up into parts. yeah, just a lot of feelings, you know. I think a part of why I just thought of this. I think a part of why I was so emotional with my last vlog was not just, I don't want to call it like a break or anything, like a breakup, because it is a break. That's what it is right now. But I don't like referring to it as either of those words. It doesn't really feel any different, like we're still talking, just not every day. It's not like how it was before, but it's still comfortable. So we understand each other. Is not like, but I wasn't even supposed to say that. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think a part of why I was so emotional, not just because of that, the breakup, that's what I'm saying. Because of my period. My period came like the day after, so it was PMSing also. And my period was back to back. Like, 2. There was a week span, I think it was, if not a little bit less. And then I had another one. And mine, the longest they will last is like 10 to 11 days. They're usually like exactly a week, like 7 days. That's 7 days of blood in my pants. Like, it sucks. And to have 2 of those back to back, I felt so blah. It was not good. And I had this thought, like, girls, we PMS, then we have periods, so there's the before, and then there's the during, and then after we have a small break, but then it starts all over again, and it starts with the PMS. So the PMS is like the signs. So the vast majority of our life, it feels like, we are enduring, not enjoying. It's just, it sucks. And it's probably getting really dark right now. Hi. I don't know, I want to keep talking, but I don't want this to be like part 7 of 12. His breath really stinks. He has these like dog breath mint type things, and they're supposed to really help with him, but he's been really smelly all day. My dad said it didn't really kick in, he doesn't think. Hopefully it still works. Just like breath and fur smell, you know, even with baths. You don't want to overdo it too, but yeah, the new semester starts today. I just added another class. I added myself to another wait list, and I thought I would have to wait for tomorrow or the next day or something, because that was what the email said, or so I thought. But apparently it only applies to on-campus students, and they still are doing on-campus, just a lot of classes have been moved remotely, which I love. Thank you, because I'm a good online student, and on-campus makes me anxious. I can teach kids. I don't like being a student. I don't like being around other people my age group. And that car probably thinks I'm crazy. But anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I got an email today, or at least I saw it today, my school email, that I'm going to have to, again, I don't know what I'm saying. It's really panting. Why is it panting? Oh my gosh. Ah! Guys, imagine me not on anything, not on meds. Yeah, so I signed up for another class, an English class, and I'm 7 of 7 on the wait list, but there is hope, because I just have to tell myself, hey, I'm on the wait list. I'm 2 of 17 on a wait list. So I think I'll get in, and there's like 2 more months left, so. And then classes start, and then school all over again. Daxton, I don't want you to smack your lips, because it really sends bad breath everywhere. Anyway, I don't know. I'm going to go, I think. And I always say that, and then I always stall. I just really want to go back to Tri-Cities, to where I used to live. I've been thinking a lot about that. I want to go see my boo, both my boos, my best friend, and my boo, my actual boo. I don't know, I miss that. I don't really, sounds terrible, I don't really miss people. Like, with coronavirus, I don't really miss people, I don't really need people, but if I could see 2 people right now, it would be them. And I feel like it's just taking forever, and it's a really bad hotspot where I used to live, so I can't go anytime soon. It makes me really sad. It will have been a while, but yeah, okay, really, I'm going to go. Yeah. Did I say everything I wanted to say? Of course not. I'm just gonna go home and watch The Office by myself. Dakota's not gonna be there. It's so weird. He's been here for the past 4 months and now he's gone. I just want him safe with the coronavirus, and I want him home right now because I miss him. And then I gotta work on my book. Want to. I don't have to. This was going to be my plan after work. It was going to be stay after work for a little bit, and I did. And just like get some extra stuff done, have myself on the clock because I've been late so much, so I might as well make myself look good and stay after for a little bit. And then I was going to come home and work on the work training for work. And it's like those weird online courses that you have to take, and they're so dumb. So my other ones, I was like a month late with those because I forgot about them. And then these ones, I was doing good. I worked on them a few days before my trip started, before I left for Utah. And then I was like, I'm going to have a break. I'm not going to do it on the Utah trip. I cheated, I kind of did. But then I get the email today at work and it says, please don't do that. That's a no-no. We want to pay you. That's a labor, I forget the word that they use, but it's like, it's overtime, it's a problem, it's technically illegal, like, to have your employees work off the clock, you know? So, I'm just gonna do that tomorrow at work, I guess, those courses. But anyway, now I'm really not saying anything. So, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay. Bye.